If you've been feeling unsure about patterns, a skirt pattern is a great place to start. If you can read a skirt pattern, you could read a lot of patterns. This is where confidence starts. This is pulled straight from my pattern reading class, where I walk my students through examples just like this. All right, we're gonna go over this basic pattern. It's a McCalls, and it literally just has one skirt in here. It's so nice. Although it looks like they have a lot, but it's simply one skirt. It has a front with darts, 3 different lengths, a back with a zipper and darts, and also another shorter length like that. So we just have D and E. So basically it's the same pattern the whole way through. It's very simple lines. Let's look at the lines. I use this pattern to teach my students about finished garment measurements, and wearing these. So this is the basic pattern pieces right here. These are the pattern shapes we have here. So we just have a back, a front, a back facing, a front facing, and carriers. And carriers are just the belt loops here. Then it shows 3 different lengths of the pattern right there. So we basically have 5 pieces right here, and the 5th is optional if you want waistband carriers. So we got 4 pieces. So we got 1, which is the back, 2, which is the front. I ironed these so they're sticking together. 3 and 4. So let's start. I always like to start with the front. It's sticking together here. So we got center front on the fold. So this will get cut on the fold and become one whole skirt. If you cut it here, you would have cut it right down the seam, and then you'd have to make a seam, which would, if it was 5/8, you'd lose 1.25 inches. That's a whole size right there. So this is actually where their waistline is, so that tells you that this whole skirt is right at the waistline and not drop down. This says for carriers, optional. That's where the belt loops would go. You can put them wherever you want. So this is the dart right here, and that would be these dart lines here. We call them dart legs. And this is what you do here is you would find like your size. If you're doing the 14, you would line up. This one is the 14 and that one. All these other ones don't matter. So you would make a little nip here, and then you would pin that. I would put a pin through it, lift it up, make a mark like that. Have a video on how to sew darts too. So that's, but these are real important. You want to mark this before you move the pattern off of the fabric. And we have a single notch right here. We did the 14. I also marked on here, we're 9 inches down. Actually, this is the hip line mark, which is that circle with the cross in it there. Usually you'll see that at the bust too. We didn't see that on that other pattern. But this is generally at the 9 inches down part right here. And this is 9 inches, but it's going up into the waist here. So this is telling me this drops from the waist maybe 1/4 inch. So right there, so you would line up. That's why there's a line across this pattern I put on here. Right there, you could measure how much this pattern is from within between seam allowances. So there's no seam allowance here. Right here, the seam allowance is here. This is 5/8 of an inch seam allowance right here. These dash lines, by the way, are the cutting lines. This pattern put these different, so you can see these dashes. This is a little dash, big dash. These are big dashes. These are little dashes. That's their cutting line. They're actually helping you to, okay, I got to cut the 8. Or the 6. I'm going to stay on these little lines here, and I'm going to cut that out. The size 14 looked like it was a solid line all the way, and that helps you to, cut it evenly. Pattern glossary, none of this matters. See, they have sometimes a lot of stuff on here. It just overwhelms people. So some of it, I think, it doesn't matter. It says cut 1 on the fold. If this was lined, you'd say cut 1 on the fold and cut 1 lining on the fold. So then you would know you have to use the same pattern for the lining right there. Cut 2, this tells you all the sizes. We cut this off here. This was just the short one. Cut here for E, it said. So E must be the shorter one. And then this pattern went longer, and then you cut the length you want to do right there. So this is right here. This didn't say anything finished. I wrote this in here, finished garment measurements. It was just a box of all these sizes. So I know that that's the finished garment measurement. So we are doing the 14. When this whole thing is done, back is put on here and everything. It's all completed with a 5/8 inch seam allowance. It's going to measure 42 inches. So the size 14 would fit somebody who is 39 and a half, like 39 and a half inch hip. If we measured their hips, this would fit like a glove. So it's 2.5 to 3.5 inches bigger than the person's measurement, and that's how you know it's going to fit perfectly. It's called the wearing ease. So for that size, there is no design ease because this is very fitted, this skirt here. Okay, so we got darts, carriers optional, mark just one notch. I see one notch. There's one, well, there's a notch up here. That's for the facing. This is the front facing. So when this dart is completed, and all this is going to fit right here. This is actually the line where this gets cut. This also says cut on the fold. The facing gets cut on the fold also. So when it's done, this right here, there's a notch right here that these two match up. And then this will fit in there when the dart is complete. This gets sewn in here. That is how this whole facing fits in here. It goes inside and then in here. It's called a facing. This right here is real important, these facings, to cut them, to really pay attention. Center, front on fold, this is going to become one piece right here. And this notch is really important right here, because a lot of times, actually more, like on the front, not as much, because this will be one long piece. You'll know that this is the side seam. On the backs, right here, this is actually where these are going to match up right here. The problem lies, so this is the grain line, so that strength of the grain here is right there. Then there's this fabric will stretch a tad here, and then this is right here, so this has a bit of a stretch. A lot of times people, when they take this pattern piece off, if they don't cut their notches, confuse this side to go with this side right here, and then your grain lines, it just doesn't fit, and this slight curve right here also won't fit the garment the right way. It's kind of fitting this way, but it's, it's supposed to fit, well, it's going to fit like this and have a curve to it right there because it goes around the body. If you accidentally right here, it just doesn't fit the same. So these look very simple and innocent, but you really want to pay attention to these notches right here, especially like if this were a neck facing, this would be a shoulder notch. This is the facing for the skirt, so it's going to go like that. This one's going to go bigger, and then this other one would go on the other side. And this grain line is very important that it gets cut straight up and down because it matches the grain line of the back right here. This is that back grain line here. It's the center. This is your center back seam here, and it says center back right here. So this one, on this pattern, you want it real straight. Now this is where I said I added 3/8 to put the zipper in, because I like to have a 1-inch seam allowance here. Here's a big circle. The big circle means this is where the zipper would end. So it's going from here to here. So when you start to put the zipper in, you're going to sew from here down to close up that seam, and then this is open and you place the zipper inside there. This also does not have this zipper thing right here. You don't see them on every pattern, but sometimes you would see that zipper, be a little zipper right there. So sometimes you're just not going to see them. This is your grain line on this, really important. You have your different sizes. You have your back, your cut 2, it says. It's not on the fold. Then this is your darts, your dart legs, markings in here. They put these here, I mean, this looks all so confusing, but just ignore those lines there. Those are for to put the belt loops. This also says ease right here, so that tells me that when we put the facing in, we find the back facing right here, that this has to just be eased in a little bit for this to fit in there. So however they design that is, the pattern maker always knows where to put a little ease in there. If this is the 14 right here, I think I folded this down right there because it was for other sizes right there. So probably just should cut it off. I think I did that on this one too. This is my teaching pattern. So we got a notch right here. We have notches, a double notch here that says the back right there. So that's going to be where this facing fits right there, the back right there. You'll usually find these finished garment measurements on the front of the patterns. They're kind of, it depends on where they're, you know, right here. You have your waist mark here. So you got that circle with the cross through it. So we have finished garment measurements. We don't have it on the back because you just put it once on one part of the pattern like that. So we have the facings right there, pretty simple. So we got all of these pattern shapes. Now, this right here did not come with a shortened pattern, but what you'll see, that's right here, you have the, where is it, adjustment line. You'll have this line that looks just like this, and what you do is you either you cut it, or a lot of times you'll have also to petite it, you'll have a line that's a little bit bigger. This is 1 inch right here, and you would just take that pattern, fold right here, and you would fold it to itself, the other line, then you tape it here, and then you've shortened the pattern here. And if this is a little off, you just cut that pattern piece right there. So that actually shortens it through the hip line here instead of just the length right there. So if you had to make it longer, you cut in the middle. It's usually there's that line, where it goes, right? That line right here, you just cut in the middle, you spread it, and then you put a piece of tissue behind it, you tape it, and then you cut it. I have a whole video on how to do that. It's pretty simple. And now I'm going to pull out another pattern. I'll find a bodice, like a shirt pattern, to show you some other pieces.
Now that you've seen a simple pattern in action, let's take it a step further and look at a bodice pattern with a lot more detail. I'm Chanel from Future Fashion Designer Sewing School. Let's keep building your skills.